The Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cyclones offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the ball's on the ground. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll operate out of split backs. Running back searching for a hole. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Husker! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot at blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Right back to it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another.
Good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this field.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. The option look. Got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Nice move to stay on his feet. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Keeps the legs moving. And he's Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Cyclones decide to punt it away.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Okay, ready?
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's